Hello from Burma. One of the most enduring things in entire Indian culture is the story of Lord Sri Rama. The Ramayana, or the story of Sri Rama, essentially remains more or less the same, but different people over time, different epochs in time, in different languages have recounted the Ramayana with their own personal color and touch and whatever. So we have Valmiki's ancient Ramayana. In Sanskrit, we have Ramcharitmanas by Goswami Tulasidas. In Hindi, we have Kambar Ramayanam in Tamil, and so on. In the 18th century, a gentleman from Tamil Nadu was called Arunachala Kavi. He followed the Kambar Ramayana, which already brought the story closer to the public at large, but Arunachala Kavi decided to bring it even more close, and he didn't want to be elitist at all. So the normal person on the street should be able to understand and identify with the stories. The funny thing is that the Sangeeta Pitamaha of Indian music itself is Purandaradasa, and we have Bhadrachal Ramadasa. Tyagaraja, he had Unchavriti, where he used to walk on the streets and sing very simple, beautiful compositions. So there are so many luminaries who decorate the firmament of Indian classical music, who wished that this amazing form of music should be accessible to the public. But classical music became so elitist, and it was meant for the royal courts and only for the cream of society. It became like that over the years, which is kind of sad. But today, I thought I'd share a very simple, very beautiful composition from the Rama Natakam, written by Arunachala Kavi. So there are, in Karnataka Sangeetam, we have the trinity of Saint Tyagaraja, Sri Muthuswami Dikshitar and Sri Shyama Shastri. Like that, we have a trinity of Tamil composers who did amazing, immeasurable work for the development of classical music in Tamil Nadu. So the Tamil trinity are Arunachala Kavi, whose composition I'd like to share with you now, Muthu Tandavar and Mari Muthu Pillai. So many normal Rama compositions, we would have Saint Tyagaraja pray to Rama, or fight with Rama, or form friendship with Rama, or complain to Rama, or cry to Rama. So it will be Tyagaraja having a conversation with Rama. But here, Arunachala Kavi's Rama Natakam, the Ramayanam itself he presented as a play, where the characters themselves are actually singing the songs, which gives a very intimate, personal touch. And the language he uses also is not hi-fi language at all. It's very, very identifiable by even people who are illiterate. Very simple. So when we talk about Ramayana, of course, Rama, the big man Rama is there. But one of the most enduring, most versatile, beloved, and like one of the glorious characters of the entire epic is Lord Sri Hanuman. So Hanuman Bajrang Bali, he's so amazing. His presence is more immediate to many of us actually. So here is one of the many occasions where Hanuman displays his quality as the ideal messenger. In fact, when Sita Devi was kidnapped and she was stuck in Sri Lanka, and Sri Rama wanted to send a message saying, "I'm coming, you wait, take care, I'll come, don't worry." So he had first chosen Jambavan, who said, "I'd like to go, but I'm too old." Then he had several other options, and finally he chose Lord Sri Hanuman. So Hanuman's specialty is that to be a messenger, Rama can tell him, "You go to Sri Lanka, find Sita and tell her that I am coming and not to worry." That's it. But what actually happens there is not just following instructions. He has to use his own brain, his own presence of mind, common sense, and respond as required to any unexpected situation. Here also, this composition, it is when Sri Rama is banished to the forest for 14 years by his father at the request of his stepmother. Kaikeyi. Kaikeyi's son Bharata, who's Rama's half brother, he rules the kingdom for 14 years. He says, I will not sit on the throne, I will keep Rama's footwear on the throne, Rama Padukam, and rule on his behalf. But I'll wait for exactly 14 years, and the moment 14 years pass, if you don't come, I'll jump into a fire and kill myself. And Rama is completely aware that he would do that also. And by the time Rama goes to Lanka and kills Ravana and saves Sita and comes back, it is exactly the end of 14 years. And Rama knows that if he is even 1 minute or 1 second late, Bharata is going to kill himself. So again, he chooses Lord Sri Hanuman as his Duta or his messenger and say, quickly you go and tell Bharata that I am coming. Okay. So Hanuman goes. This is there in Tamil, in Malayalam, in many Indian languages, the story is the same. He comes to Bharata and he doesn't say, Rama is coming. So because if he hears the word Rama, Rama got killed, or Rama is not coming, he might get worried and just jump into the fire. So the first word he uses is coming. He's coming, so then he has to hear who is coming, Rama is coming. So he uses the word is coming first time. So in Malayalam, we say Elunallunnu. Elunallunnu is he is coming. Elunallunnu Sri Raman. So in this composition, Arunachala Kavi, in a very cute way, Hanuman is singing to Bharata, Vandan, Vandan, Barada. Vandache, Vandache. Yeah, he's come, he's come, he's come, he's come, Barada. Raman, Raghu Raman, Vandan, Vandan, Bharata. So, he is assured that he is coming. So, he is not going to jump into the fire, just he wants to hear what else he is saying. So, the same lyrics have been tuned in different ways by different people over the years. One of the versions which is going around these days was set to Ragam Mohanam by Ariyakudi Ramanuja Iyengar, who did a lot for Tamil lyrics by setting them to tune. Andal Tirupavai and all. So much he has done. So it goes like, I'm not singing the whole song as a big thing, but just to share the meaning. Vandan, Vandan, Bharata. Vandan, Vandan, Bharata. Raman, Vandan, Vandan, Bharata. Raghuraman, Vandan, Vandan, Bharata. Raman, Vandan, Vandan, Bharata. So like this, Vandan, Vandan, Bharata. Raghuraman, Vandan, Vandan. That is a Pallavi. Then, if Hanuman just says he is come, would he believe him? So he needs proof. So Raman sends a ring with him. So he says, Vandan, Vandan, Modiram, Tandan, Tandan. He's given the ring. He's given the ring. And he doesn't say Vandan, Rama. Vandan, Vandan. He's saying the word in the same Rama Natakam. In many occasions, the feature of using the same word twice for emphasis we can see. So you can imagine it's not just a song which we sit on stage and sing. It is a part of a play. So theatre, acting, histrionics, that's also part of the thing. So Vandan, Vandan, Modiram, Tandan, Tandan. He is given the ring. He is given the ring. And he shows the ring. Kaimel, Inda. It's such a simple language. We don't normally find words like that in high level classical. Inda. It's like here, take. Inda. It's like take. Tiyinil mundade. Tea is fire. Mundade. Don't go and jump into the fire. Mundade. Don't. So again, it doesn't say mundade. Don't. So, Vandan, Modiram, Tandan, Kaimel inda, Diyinil mundade, Vandan, Barada. So that is the Anupallavi. Then, for Bharata, the 0 to 100 into infinite, the entire beginning, end, the entire world, life, everything is Rama only. is completely obsessed with Rama. He is his hero also. Apart from being his god and his brother, he is his hero also. He says, Nayagan Sol Marandai. Raghunayakan Sol. So Raghunayakan is Sri Rama. Sol is what he says. So Rama tells him, hey, you better not do anything stupid. I'll come back. I will come back. I promise you after 14 years. So he's given, if Rama says one word means that Okka Mata, there is a Tyagaraja song also. Okka Mata, like if he says one word means that's another. There's no need to sign a contract or anything. So here, Raghunayakan Sol Marandai. So you forgot what Raghunayaka told you. Because if Rama says, I'll come in, he'll come. Then there is no need to dig a pit and fill it with wood and light it on fire and be ready to jump if he doesn't. If he says he comes, he will come. That's all. So Raghunayakan Sol Marandai. Anna Endru Peyane Pol Parandai. Anna is calling out to his elder brother. So Anna Endru Peyane Pol Parandai. He's like just going around like a crazy person. He can't bear the agony of the thought of Rama getting killed and not coming back. So Raghunayakan Sol Marandai. Anna Endru Peyane Pol Parandai. Then even his own mother, Petra Tayayum Ni Turandai. So, because his mother made Dasaratha promise that he would make him the king because she loved him so much. But he has even forgotten her. So, Petra Tayayum Ni Turandai, Pali Poda Ni Idarko Pirandai. Pali Poda is like to be criticized by, to be humiliated by. So, if you do something stupid like this, like commit suicide, everybody will speak badly about you. So have you forgotten your own mother? And are you born? Is the reason for your birth this, to bring a bad name and get others to criticize you? No? Nayagan Sol Marandai, Raghunayagan Sol Marandai, Anna Endru Peyane Pol Parandai, Petra Tayayum Ni Turandai, Pali Poda Ni Idarko Pirandai. Ni Idarko Pirandai. Is this why? Is this what you were born for? Then there is a, to show how much Rama is there for you. The images he uses, they are very unexpected and some are quaint, some are little strange. He says, Seyin Mugam Parkum Tayin Mugam Pole. Seyin is like a newborn baby. They say that boyfriend and girlfriend can love each other, a guru and shishya can love each other, husband and wife can love each other. But they say that brother and sister, now here the classic example of brother and brother, Bharata and Rama. But they say that the ultimate love ever is the love that a mother feels for a newborn child. So when the mother beholds a newborn child, it's like nothing else apparently. So Seyin Mugam Parkum Tayin Mugam Pole. So the kind of Rama, the kind of love that Rama feels for you, Bharata, is like Seyin Mugam Parkum, a newborn baby's Mugam, face, Parkum, see. So the love a mother feels for a newborn baby. Seyin Mugam Parkum Tayin Mugam Pole. Like Thai is mother, her face, like her face. Kayum, because he's going to jump into the fire reminders are there. Kayum Puruvukku. When there is a forest fire and a worm gets incinerated, which is quite I never expected an image like this. Kayum Puruvukku Sayum Nidal Pole. A tree which offers shade to a worm which is getting burnt. So of course it could mean just burnt from the sun also. Then shade is, if it's burning in a fire, then there's no point even if there's shade. So Kayum Puruvukku Sayum Nidal Pole, Thiyum Payirukkum Peyyum Malai Pole. So grains which are getting caught in a fire, Peyyum Malai Pole. He is like the rain which falls on the grains which catch fire. So again fire first burning worm and now burning crops. So he is like the rain. Then Mayan Gajendranake Vandadu Pole. So Gajendran is another, actually the thing with so many compositions of Carnatic music is that it is not enough even if we know Sanskrit and Telugu and Kannada and Malayalam and Tamil. Because then we'll understand the meaning of the lyrics. But just one word, Gajendran, means the king, the elephant king. The elephant king is the entire story about Gajendra Moksha. So unless we know that story, even if we understand the word Gajendran, we won't understand anything. So in another story, actually I have made a video earlier. I think it is Sarasaksha Paripalaya. You can check in music box. So Sarasaksha Paripalaya, I think there is a mention of Gajendra Moksham, and I have told the story already, so I don't want to repeat that. So Mayan Gajendranake Vandadu Pole. So it's like how Mahavishnu, Mayan Gopalakrishna, in Taya Yashoda composition also, Mayan Gopalakrishna comes, no? So how Mayan came for Gajendran, like that Vandan Bharata. சேயின் முகம் பார்க்கும் தாயின் முகம் போலே காயும் புழுவுக்கு சாயும் நிழல் போலே தீயும் பயிருக்கும் பெய்யும் மழை போலே மாயன் கஜேந்திரனுக்கே வந்தது போலே வந்தான் வந்தான் பரதா ரகுராமன் வந்தான் வந்தான் பரதா. So this is from Rama Natakam by Arunachala Kavi. And now we have Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna, so many people. Rama is so popular, but in the entire Indian subcontinent, one of the most famous temples dedicated to Bharata is actually in Kerala, in a place called Irinyalakuda. The temple is called Kudal Manikam. So Kudal Manikam temple is a Bharata temple. Irinyalakuda is kind of near Cochin, kind of near Thrissur also. So now Irinyalakuda is there in my thoughts, because after this concert in Chennai on the 1st of April, I have my first live teaching session with students, where if they sing well I can give chocolates, which doesn't happen online, on April 2nd and 3rd. So well, at the time of making this video, that is April 2nd and 3rd, 2022. I don't know when you are going to see the video. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this Vandan Vandan song. And I hope we'll all be virus free, pandemic free, healthy, happy, non-suicidal and inspiring like Hanuman and all those people. Okay, bye.